Today's episode is sponsored by getting home just to realize that you left your keys at work. Just a little trauma sprinkled throughout your day. There's a lot of abuse of how I look, and it's kind of past the point of, everyone goes through that, but it's made me shy away. It's made me really go inside myself, not want to attend places, not want to go outside. Barry Kogan on hiding away after everyone online is abusing him over his looks and telling him that he shouldn't be on screen. Insert theme song here. This is the Daily Starcast. I give you the news and maybe a laugh. I'm Lindsey Vernick, and it's March 23rd, 2026. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great, beautiful weekend. It was so nice out. It was so nice to sit outside on Saturday and have a drink with some friends. Really looking forward to the spring. In real news, former FBI Director Robert S. Mueller has died at 81. He ran the Federal Bureau of Investigation starting literally 1 week before the September 11th attacks, which is kind of like starting a new job and immediately the building was on fire and everyone's like, fix it. I mean, that's literally what happened. And to his credit, he kind of did. He spent over a decade turning the FBI into a counterterrorism operation while also trying to keep civil liberties intact, which is basically the governmental version of Beach Hill, but also catch terrorists. But most people remember him for one thing, investigating Donald Trump. Yeah, the Mueller report. It's pages of buildup for the most emotionally unsatisfying conclusion of all time. It essentially said that Russia interfered in the election and Trump's team just didn't really do anything. But was an obstruction of justice? Maybe. I mean, he's not guilty, but he's also not innocent either. It was the legal equivalent of, I'm not saying he did it, I'm just saying I don't think that he didn't not do it. And that's why everyone was furious, because Democrats wanted a takedown and Republicans wanted a full exoneration. And Mueller was like, what if I simply just say what happened and then that's it? Which was a very bold choice in a country that runs entirely on overreactions. And in true fashion, Donald Trump responded to the news of Mueller's death by posting that he's glad that he's dead. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that he is. And it's less former president and more guy yelling in a Facebook comment section at 2 a.m. Anyway, Mueller's legacy is complicated. He was widely respected, deeply serious, and about as exciting as a legal pad. But when he was called, he showed up, took notes, and refused to color outside the lines, which is admirable and also incredibly frustrating if you were hoping for literally anything dramatic from him. After 99 years, CBS News Radio is shutting down. Yeah, 99 years. This thing started before any grandparents were born. It was the place where legendary journalists like Edward R. Murrow basically invented modern news. This was before TV, before the internet, before everyone became a journalist because they had a ring light and fake confidence. Back then, if something happened, you heard it on the radio. Now, when something happens, you hear it from a guy named Kyle on TikTok explaining geopolitics while making a smoothie, or a podcast like this one who talks about the most recent war and then a bad date all within 5 minutes. CBS says they're shutting it down because of economic realities and changing listening habits, which is basically no one under 45 knows what a radio is unless it's in an Uber. I mean, they're not wrong. Podcasts are up, streaming is up, attention spans are, not really there anymore. But here's the part that's kind of actually sad. Radio still reaches around 93% of Americans, which means we didn't stop using it. We just stopped valuing it. It's like that one friend who's always there for you, and then one day you're like, wait, have you been carrying this entire friendship? Meanwhile, other networks are still going strong, so this isn't the death of radio. It's just CBS saying, yeah, we're just going to sit this one out now. BTS is back. Yeah, the 7 guys who make K-pop are back with a new album. They performed in Central Seoul this past weekend, and RM, their leader, performed from a stool because of an ankle injury. Nothing says comeback like sitting down on stage while the rest of your friends do all the work. The show lasted an hour. Just an hour. Worldwide fans turned in at 7 a.m. New York time because why not wake up ridiculously early on a weekend to watch a K-pop live stream? They sang all their old hits, Butter, Mic Drop, Dynamite, plus that one song, Micro Comasos, which was a song that wasn't really K-pop. They came out with new songs and Purple Pizza because why not? For security, they had 15,000 people there making sure no one fainted from excitement or trampled someone over merch. They return to the K-pop world dominated by K-pop demon hunters, which just won Oscars and Grammys. So BTS is officially back, and they're rich, a little injured, and still impossible to ignore. In Lindsey life, I was watching type B videos on TikTok as I eat soup dumplings with a white sweatshirt on and spilled all over myself. Thing of the week this week is baseball is back and the robots are literally calling the shots. Baseball is back this week and so are the robots. MLB's automated ball strike system is live for all 30 teams from spring training through the postseason. Hitters, pitchers, and catchers can challenge calls instantly. Just tap your head, speak up, and let the robots decide. The strike zone is now based on player height, so high fastballs aren't the guaranteed strikes they used to be. Pitchers will adjust, hitters will adapt, and catchers will sweat, and umpires will, well, they'll still be there. So now baseball has robots, challenges, and a whole new set of what counts as a strike moments. When in doubt, blame the machines. It's going to be a very interesting season. Cooking tip of the day. If you hang out with your roommate while she's cooking, she might feed you too. Feedback, comments, questions, and a Jewish boy looking for a date, email me at Lindsey@thedailysarcast.com. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.